By the way, the backgrounds of the anime gifs have nothing to do with what I'm talking about, they're just there to be aesthetically pleasing and look nice. But yeah, anyway, hi, today I'll be kind of just showing you my studying of stuff, just a little chill kind of thing. I don't know what to call it, just like with me studying, for you to like play in the background, and you know, if you're studying as well, you can do that as well. I'll be talking about some things I kind of want to talk about, like a few things I wanted to just mention and address and stuff like that I didn't get to talk about. There was originally supposed to be some like journal footage of me doing my journal, but guess what, it got corrupt, surprise surprise, so that was really annoying. I do kind of like adjust the camera a lot and like adjust the lighting, so if it goes like really weird one bit and it looks weird the other, I'm sorry, that's how it's going to be. It's going to be like really weird lighting to really bright to really dark, and then the angle is going to be different. But yeah, but then I was just doing some geography revision because I had a geography test like in a couple of days, so I had to kind of work for that. It's not been fun doing this much revision. You can also see my washi tape in the background as well. But yeah, I hope you're doing well recently. Finally, it's 2021. Okay, I've moved on to doing some media stuff now. I'm doing a question on Zoella, which is like really weird because I used to watch her like 5 years ago. But yeah, you have to do studies on like YouTubers and like the whole culture behind YouTube in media, and it's really interesting actually because that's like the only thing I know pretty well. I mean, especially like recently. By recently, I mean the past 6 months, I've been watching a lot more like YouTubers and content creators. I don't know why, I've just kind of been getting into it. I think it's just like since Among Us kind of last year kind of became more popular, I got really interested in a lot of people. Obviously, you know, kind of like, you know, Corpse, it's like, you know, Ray, Toast, all the great people like that. I've been watching a lot of Jacksepticeye again, I've been watching Markiplier, all the good ones, Game Theory, very good. Of course, I can't go on without mentioning like my favourite right now, which is the Dream Team, Dream SMP, all those Minecraft YouTubers, believe it or not. So I've been watching so much Dream, George Not Found, Sapnap, Carl, Quackity, Technoblade, Filzer, Wilbur, Tommy, Tubbo, Rambo, Nikki, Fundy, all those amazing people who have just like made the last couple of months like just so much better and like just provides so much good entertainment, because the Dream SMP is like so interesting, which may sound like really weird because it's a Minecraft server, but it's so good because it has like a whole storyline and backstory, and it has like different characters and lore, especially what's been going on recently. It's been mad. But no, it's definitely like interesting to find new things to enjoy to watch and like actually really get into it. It's always really fun to do, so I've been enjoying that. I mean, I guess I'm so nostalgic for Minecraft in a way because it was a game I used to play like back in the day as like a child. It's definitely like one of my childhood games, so I think I've kind of been drawn back into it. It's been really fun to do as well. Another nostalgic game I've been really interested in recently is Pokemon again. Like, I love Pokemon so much. I mean, in like a lot of my videos I use it as my background music, some Pokemon tune. I mean, I hope you lot are doing well who is listening to this. You're doing great. You know, wherever you're working right now, whatever you're working on right now, if you're working on anything, well done. If you're just chilling and doing something else you like, that's great. You know, make sure you're always like relaxed and in a good mood. If you ever feel like frustrated or annoyed at anything you're doing, just leave it. Do it some other time. You know, your mental health and your well-being always comes first, if that gives you anything. But yeah, you're doing great right now considering you got through 2020, so I applaud you for that, because 2020 was shit. I mean, like I said in one of my previous videos, you know, 2020 was shit, but the music was great. Now, getting onto the music, I want to talk about my end of year videos on the kind of like my top 10 girl group comebacks, my top 10 boy group comebacks, and my top 100 songs that I managed to do again. Because originally for all three of them I wanted to do voiceovers, but I found out that the boy group one and the girl group one did not sound good. Like there's like some audio problems with that. Then I was editing my top 100 songs and I realised no, this is going to be way too long and I don't want that. So we're going to go through that now about all my rankings and why I put them there. A lot of them change throughout, so it's definitely different. All the rankings are definitely different, let me tell you that. La La Li La by April, I cannot say that with a straight face, but it's so fun. I never really got bored of it at all through 2020. Stay Tonight by Chungha, again great. I don't know, Chungha kind of like fell off my radar quite a lot throughout 2020 compared to 2019, but I still enjoyed this release by her. Dazzle Dazzle by Weki Meki. I've loved Weki Meki last year, and Dazzle Dazzle is one of my favourite songs from them. Dun Dun has like actually grown on me so much. Like at first I did not care about it and it low-key just sounded quite safe at first, but now I love it so much more. You know what I feel about A, I've already talked about it in one of my comeback videos. I love it. Mago is like definitely gone up into my top 10 or something. I think like Mago by G-Friend is amazing. I'm saying this, it was the best retro comeback of last year. Repu Pam by Sunmi, love that as well. I love the kind of like, again, I love the music video. It's just such a chill song to listen to, but it's also being like a beautiful love song. Secret Story of the Swan by Swan, again, I talked about this. I love the dance break to it the most. Just another really good release from last year. How You Like That has like really grown on me like so much, and it's definitely the best pre-release out of the other two. I love the music video as well. I just like the song. Why Not is number 10, but it made it onto my top 100 list, whilst number 8 and 9 didn't make it onto my 100 list. So like Why Not has like gone out like 2 places because it's very good. La Di Da Da by Everglow, such a strong release from Everglow. I love the kind of like a biker leather girlfriend aesthetic to it, whilst also kind of the dystopian element to it, which I love so much. Not shy, just fun. I haven't heard the English release to it yet, and I'm really not that interested in hearing the English release because like Not Shy was fine. Cool was like one of the standouts from last year to me. Like Weki Meki slayed with this comeback. It was so good and so enjoyable. I cannot stop like having it in my head like every day. So What, again, I knew from the start when I listened to this the first time that this would be like the staple of 2020, and it was, and it continued to be one of the best like comebacks throughout the year. Lovesick Girls was what Blackpink needed. Blackpink needed this type of song that was completely different. It was just a really good release that I was so happy to see. I Can't Stop Me, I don't know, I have a mixed feeling on this, not in terms of like I don't like it or not, more in terms of like how much do I like it compared to Twice's other releases. I mean, like you might think, why are you comparing it? You can compare songs, by the way, and I like it, but it hasn't hit me as hard as I thought it would be. Despite that, I still love it because it's in 4th place, so obviously it's really good. So I forgot Naughty, it's just on my notes, I didn't write, I forgot to see that, but Naughty is what I put before I Can't Stop Me. Naughty is like one of the best releases. I love it, I love the tutting dance. Irene Sugi slayed it. Wannabe never got old for me at all throughout 2020, and even I listened to it today and it still sounds as fresh as it came out back in March 2020. And it's just such a good release from Itzy, my favourite title track from them, their best release, just absolutely iconic. More and More is good. I don't care, like many people have bashed on this song, and I mean, like, you know, people entitled their opinions, of course, and I understand kind of what people said about it, but I loved it. More and More is like one of my favourite tracks ever. I love More and More so much. Monster is number 1. The concept is perfect, the outfits are perfect, the song is perfect, the mini album is perfect, is what I needed from Red Velvet. Despite them not being OT5, it still did amazing. Okay, on to the boy groups now. Let me just get my notes. Given Taken, again, I like this song, and Hype had a great debut, one of my only favourite debuts of last year. Criminal by Taemin. Taemin always knocks out of the park with his releases. He did great, he did absolutely amazing. Inception, again, like Chungha, kind of 80s, kind of fell off my radar this year compared to like 2019. But they still had like amazing releases. Like Answer was good, and I can't believe I didn't rank it on there now, because Answer I love so much more now. But Inception was still such a great release. Not by the Moon, again, like it's weird to see it that low down, but I kind of did listen to it for a bit, but definitely did drop off compared to like the B-sides of the album, which was like so much better, like Poison, Love You Better, Aura, just amazing. Summer Breeze was such a fun song that I loved. Love Me Harder was a really good introduction to Woods as well. Zombie was just you know how I feel about Zombie, I talked about it in my comeback reviews. Can't You See Me is the intro for my video. I loved it, and I loved the horror aspect to it as well. Kick It was just fun. Kick It was so much fun. And again, just a good release from NCT. Left and Right is just so much fun as well. I love 17's releases of that. Really good. Lucid Dream was again another standout to me from last year. and I enjoyed that so much. Breath was so much fun. I love the whistling. Young J killed it in this song. Dynamite is absolutely iconic. She is literally the standout of last year because of how amazing she did and how much she did for like BTS. Come on, Dynamite, give the Dynamite the credit she deserves. Get that Grammy as well. Life Goes On is such a beautiful masterpiece, and I think it definitely needs so much more time for me to kind of like let it simmer in of how much I'm probably gonna cry to it in the future, let's be honest. But I still love her so much, and the music video is just amazing as well. Blue Hour was just the funkiest tune in the world, and I love it so much. The disco theme is on point. Last Piece, oh god, Last Piece seems so much more meaningful now due to, you know, what's been happening and that, which I might talk about, you know, in a later video, I don't know. But yeah, Last Piece is like so meaningful now, and I love it so much as well. Odd deserves way more than it's given credit for. She literally like started last year off with a bang, and is absolutely iconic. On deserves like so much more. Cause Menu is also like one of the best songs from Stray Kids, definitely. I mean, coming off 2019 with all that shit happening, God's Menu is what they needed, and they knocked it out of the park as well with that one. Backdoor, however, completely destroyed God's Menu, and even though these are like so close to like switching every single day, I think Backdoor just got it just because I just like the song more. But at the same time, I love God's Menu as well. And number one is of course the Black Swan. Black Swan is Song of the Year. Black Swan is the best release of this year. Black Swan is one of the best BTS songs ever, definitely. Black Swan deserved like all the success and even more. Black Swan deserved that Grammy. Black Swan deserved like so much. But yeah, and then my top 100 songs is literally, they are changing all the time. I circle, there's some songs that didn't make it on there that I wish did now. My top 5, that is Ugh, X, Moon, Blue and Grey, and Disease. They are constantly changing every single day. I love all these side songs so much more. And by the way, these basically trump all 2019 releases. Maybe not Dionysus or Paige, we might see that, I don't know. But 2020 was just such a better year for K-pop than 2019 was. Despite it being such a shit year for 2020, you know, with, you know, not being able to go to concerts and all that, the music was superior than 2019. I cannot, you know, that is it. Like, half the songs in 2019 that were on my top 100 list would not make it on this year at all because 2020 was so much better. I just hope that rant kind of explains why I like this songs. It probably doesn't because they all sounded the same, but I really liked the songs and releases last year, and I can't wait for 2021. But yeah, so already we've come to the end of the video already somehow, and I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you got some peace out of it despite me ranting so much. It was really annoying, but thanks for watching. Please subscribe, I've got more videos in the future and stuff, but yeah, thank you.